Gee Business and Coaching Academy, where we teach coaches, managers and business owners how to run lucrative gymnastics businesses and serve thousands of children at the same time. One of the most frequently asked questions I get is, Tanya, how do I keep the children motivated during conditioning exercises, during the strengthening? And I just quickly wrote down the key points that have helped me over the 20 years or so that I've been teaching. And the first thing that really works is that when you're teaching and you're actually giving your conditioning exercises to the children, offer descriptive praise. Don't just say, well done, or good work, or we're all doing 20 now, go, well done group. Give each child that puts a special effort in descriptive praise. I like the way that you kept your arms so narrow next to your head during your rocks. I like the way that you point your toes and you're taking care to do your conditioning properly. And, you know, praise each child throughout the conditioning session with description of why you liked what they did, even if it's just effort. In fact, praise effort, because effort is everything. The next thing I'm going to jump to here, because actually if they don't know why they're doing the conditioning, you're not going to have the full support of the children on your team. Now, why do we do conditioning? Well, of course, to get fit and strong, but really in gymnastics there's specialized conditioning, even recreational gymnastics. They have to learn a vast vocabulary of movements, and each movement can be broken down into smaller drills and progression steps, and very often those are your conditioning movements. So for example, you have a flick-flack, and the second part of the flick-flack is the snap-down. We use the snap-down as a conditioning exercise in the training session. And they all know that that is the reason why they're doing it. They're doing 20 today as best as they can with the correct technique. Very important, it relates to how to do it. Why they should do it will help them how to do it properly, okay? But they understand that that snap-down drill is to help them with their flick-flacks. And as soon as they learn the movement correctly and they feel the joy, that absolute joy of learning a movement by themselves for the first time, you know, that kick that they get, immediately you relate it back to why. Oh, you know what, your flick-flack, you got it right today because of months of doing snap drills. So immediately in their mind, the joy of learning the movement is associated with the hard work of the conditioning and preparation that it took to get there. Very crucial key point. And then, you know, use examples. So when a child is performing well, stop the group. Look how Susie's doing her dish rocks. Look how Susie's doing her standing tuck backs. Look at that. Can you see how she sticks every one? Can you see that she's not counting the ones that she's not landing? And so on. So you use example, you teach all the time, and you give it importance. Take it seriously. A lot of coaches don't like conditioning. It's boring for them and they feel like they've got to whip the kids into shape to get them to do it. Not so. Do it with the right attitude in your heart as the coach, and they will take it on as an important part of their training. Just as important as learning that front flip or that back flip for the first time. And then another thing that really works with the children, do little conditioning competitions, handstand competitions. They love it. You can do 10, 20 times in a session. Who can do the most number of sit-ups, who can do the rope climb all the way to the top, who can punch consecutively over 10 stations without stopping. All that kind of thing. You can do those little competitions, you can give little rewards, but add a little bit of a competitive aspect to your conditioning, and you'll find that that really works. Another thing that works is play games. So you might have relay races or obstacle courses that they go around while they're doing their conditioning, and they've got to be in teams, and it's the team who does it the best, or it's the team who finishes first if it's a speed-related activity. Get creative about your conditioning, give it importance, tell them why, tell them how to do it, relate it back to the conditioning. When they learn the move, relate the conditioning that they've done to the move, as that's part of the reason why they were successful, and show by example. Don't forget your descriptive praise. Have fun with your conditioning. There's a whole lot more on this subject. I can go on and on and on, but if you want to know more, go to GWizBusinessAcademy.com/Tumbling Coaches Blueprint, and I'll see you on the other side with a whole lot more.